Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of the Clencast. This is the series on the channel where I guess it's a podcast series where it's just laid back, talk, conversation. It's just one of those things that hopefully, in my opinion, you can just put on in the background and listen to. Today what I wanted to talk about is just like the chapter 1 retrospective that we did where we took a look back on everything. I wanted to make a video and I thought, why not for a podcast? I know a couple of you have reached out and said that this is something that you would like to see, and it's something that I would like to just have out there too, to be honest with you. And I want to talk about the future plans for the channel. Now, the thumbnail was pretty good. I'm not quitting anytime soon. I will say that. I'm in it for the long run, man. I'm in it for the long run. But guys, we are going to talk about the future of the Clen channel, what I want to do, what content I will be making. And spoiler alert, I'm sticking with Fortnite. It's just other stuff that I would want to do. It's just like, I'm going to cover like everything that I want to talk about when it comes to YouTube. Okay. So we're going to talk about all of that. And I'm going to talk about like, just for podcast purposes, right? Just give us like, I'm going to shoot for an hour here. Don't know how well that's going to go. Might be a half hour. Who knows? I'm going to talk about my YouTube journey and then I'm going to branch off into what I want to do in the future. So guys, thank you so much for being here and hello everybody. Welcome back to another video, or should I say welcome back to another podcast. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with many YouTube channels. Let's talk about my YouTube journey. So podcast style, guys, I'm going to just lay back a little bit. I'm going to relax in the chair because like I said, I'm going to shoot for an hour. I don't know how long it's going to go. My puppy is awake. It is 9:48 p.m. I'm recording this, man. I ran her earlier in the day. She slept and now she's up and making noise. So hopefully we have no interruptions there. So another thing to note, my phone's ringing. What a great start that we're off to. I really don't want to cut this up because it's like a podcast, right? But so my phone started ringing. My brother called me and then Sunny ran and she's laying down behind me. So hopefully she doesn't do anything. Regardless, what was I talking about? My journey for YouTube. I think that's where I was. Okay, so I'm just going to tell my journey through YouTube. If you guys are brand new to the channel, I know we have a lot of people going on. I'm going to talk about what I want to do later. Let's just start from the very beginning. So guys, I know I've told a couple of things before when it comes to all my YouTube journey kind of here, but if you guys didn't know, this actually isn't my first channel. A long time ago, before my gaming channel, I had a channel called Talking Fights with Kyle because I know like I've mentioned kind of this stuff before. I'm just going to talk to you like I'm saying it all for the first time for podcast purposes, right? I am like, don't get me wrong, I'm a diehard gaming fan. I'm a diehard Fortnite fan. I love gaming in Fortnite. It's like one of my main passions, but my biggest passion in life is martial arts, UFC, and MMA. I love studying like the art of Muay Thai. I love participating. It's something that I've gotten away from in recent years just because of like work and life and moving on, right? I don't have time to, which I should make time, but I don't have time to necessarily go to a gym, afford a gym, all that stuff, right? So no excuses, just explaining myself. I really like martial arts is like something that I hold like near and dear to my heart, right? So a long time ago, when I really decided that I wanted to do YouTube, I uploaded videos kind of like what I do on the Clenbat channel right now, which is one of my channels where I talk about UFC, MMA, I break down fights, I talk about what fights I'm going to win, I talk about betting, I talk about all that stuff. So I actually had a YouTube channel. It was called Talking Fights with Kyle, and since it was my first YouTube channel, I didn't realize how bad it was, and I wish that I kept those videos because when I rebranded, when I like started everything from scratch, because that's something that we're going to get into, when I started everything from scratch, I deleted those videos, and I wish I still had them because like I wasn't embarrassed or anything. I was just like, well, I'm restarting, and then I deleted it. That's pretty much all there was to it. So I even made videos like, okay, so I think that Tom Aspinall's going to win because, Tom Aspinall, he is a good striker. He's a good boxer. And I had like zero expression in my voice, which it's so weird because at the time I thought my videos were good. And I actually developed because again, at the end of the day, at that time, I still knew what I was talking about. I still made accurate fight predictions, right? So I actually developed like a few hundred subscriber following, and I actually like found really early success on YouTube with that. Like I had regular people commenting on my videos. So I was like, wow, this YouTube thing's pretty cool, right? So let's rewind a little bit though. Something else that I always did was since my friends and I started playing Fortnite in 2018, I always just recorded the gameplay, of course, with their permission, and I would make videos out of our funny moments, and we would all watch them together. So we had a whole private YouTube playlist, which is now completely gone, but I have all the stuff in like my passports and stuff. So YouTube just didn't like the offensive content that was on there. Don't take that the wrong way. It's just the bot didn't like some stuff that was on there, right? So I had a private YouTube channel where we just watched videos like that together of us playing, and that was pretty much my introduction to making kind of like gaming content. So I was like, and this is about the same time where I was uploading on Talking Fights with Kyle. I decided, I was like, okay, why not make a Fortnite channel? I talk about Fortnite just as much as I talk about UFC and MMA, or like at least almost as much. And at the time, Smash Bros was still really hot, so I wanted to just make a gaming related channel where had a couple games on there. If you go back to the old videos on the channel, you'll see a lot of Smash Bros content, because initially I wanted to do Smash Bros video, Fortnite video, Smash Bros video, Fortnite video, Smash Bros video, Fortnite video, and keep going like that. Little did I know that it doesn't work. You can't do that to the algorithm, but I didn't care, and it was a hobby. And to this day, like, this is something that I'll get into with the future plans, is YouTube is a hobby for me before anything. And that's what it was. I love talking about Smash Bros. I love talking about Fortnite, but there's only so much you could talk about with Smash Bros. And honestly, the reason that I stopped talking about Smash Bros. Wasn't because that, like, hey, I need to look at this algorithm. I need to get just in the Fortnite algorithm. It wasn't because of that. It was because Smash Bros. Was finished. There's nothing to talk about with Smash Bros. If you take a look at any Smash Bros. Content creators right now, like, they have no brand new ideas. Everything's been done. I'm sure I could come up with stuff here and there, but like for daily videos, yeah, right. For Fortnite, there's always something to talk about, right? And there will forever be something to talk about. So that's very different in the sense. So I was uploading, talking about Smash Bros. Leaks, Fortnite leaks, and back then the channel was called Talking Games with Kyle. So I had Talking Fights with Kyle, Talking Games with Kyle. Talking Games with Kyle, I started uploading videos in, I believe it was 2019. I believe, if not, it was early 2020. So actually, when everything hit, like, I don't know if I have to still be careful with that word on YouTube. You know, it rhymes with schmanoramic, you know, where lockdowns were. Everybody was at home, and everybody was just like accessing the internet like more so than ever before, right? So I think my channel lucked out in a sense, and I don't remember if that's when I changed it to Clen from Talking Games with Kyle. Regardless, I found some beautiful, beautiful success, and I will say this to the day I die, man, because my videos weren't that good. I lucked out because everybody was on the internet that time. Everybody was looking for something new to watch, and some people stuck with me, man, and it was so beautiful to see. It was so, I'm so thankful for it. I still have some of you guys on the channel. It's crazy to me. You've been here for that long. Like, I remember, off the top of my head, Shadow the Hedgehog, Taylor, Kirk, you know? I know there's more of you, but like, those are just the first two to come to head. I remember you guys back from the old days. It's crazy they've been watching for this long. So I believe that I lucked out in a sense where people started watching and commenting on my videos and kept coming back because everybody was like chronically over-consuming online, right? Because what else could it be? I lucked out. Like, my videos weren't that good. They weren't pushing out in the algorithm. Like, yeah, I made some okay Fortnite videos, but to like actually get people coming back to the channel, I gotta think it's because of luck at the time. Like, now I'm better at developing my videos. Now I'm better at speaking, right? But back then I was like, oh, like way overhyped about it. Like, I was talking like this. Like, I was uploading a Fortnite video in the Clencast, and I was speaking way too fast, talking, and this is how I was doing stuff. And it just, I was trying, like, it was still me, don't get me wrong, but I was trying to make my videos interesting, and then little did I know, I found out that just being as real as possible was the easy way to success. So 2020, I started getting the YouTube channel going, and that is when I started uploading daily. At that time, I was still doing Smash Bros. Fortnite. But then Smash Bros. Started to fizzle out a little bit, right? Of course. And it's so cool to see the people who were just there for gaming too, because I had people that just like Smash Bros, and I had people just like Fortnite, and I had people that like both. And I kept having people tell me that I can't mix the two algorithms, right? It's going to push me out to Smash Bros content, so when I upload a Fortnite video, it's going to get pushed out to the Smash Bros people, and then nobody will click on it, so then they're going to stop pushing out that video completely. It makes sense, but I was like, no, it's a hobby. I'm going to keep doing it that way. And other than that, guys, man, there's like, I thought I'd have a little bit more to talk about with my YouTube journey, but other than that, I've just been grinding ever since. Now, we've reached a point where I wholeheartedly believe that this is going to be successful one day. Like, I wholeheartedly believe that I'm going to take over YouTube in this sense. Like, not like Mr. Beast or anything, but like, at the rate that we're going, the community that we have, and guys, like, I gotta say, like, the best part about making videos, man, The absolute best part is getting to talk to you guys. I watched a video from Ludwig not too long ago, and I don't remember exactly what it was titled, but it was something like, "I'm not your friend," right? And I understood where he was coming from in the video. He started talking about how people are DMing him, people are just constantly talking about, like, to him, people are kind of like all up in Ludwig's life, right? And he's like, "I'm an entertainer, you are a viewer. That's it. We are not friends." And I know it's harsh. Like, that's what he was saying. And then I actually found myself disagreeing with him, but I didn't disagree with him in the sense where, like, that's what, did I say Lachlan? Because Lachlan just came in my head. If I said Lachlan, I meant Ludwig. Jesus Christ. That's the podcast style for you, know? Going off track, going off rails. What can you do? Anyways, that's what he was saying, right? He was saying nobody's friends. And I was sitting here and I was like, I'm thinking, does every YouTuber or streamer have that kind of connection with their audience? Or I guess you could call it disconnect, where they just see people as like, which I understand. I honestly, I don't think anything's wrong with that. You're a viewer. I'm a streamer. We're not friends. But I either don't know anybody who is like this, because I feel like I've broken that barrier. And I'm going to be talking in this video, guys, and I hope it doesn't come off like I'm trying to toot my own horn, because I don't know how else to say it. Like, because I'm saying I broke a barrier. Like, I'm building a community of people, and like we're actually friends, man. You know, that's crazy to me. And then now I'm sitting here and listening to myself, and it's like, good job, Kyle. You know, like I don't want to come off that way. So you'll just have to, you'll have to take my word that I'm coming at this with a humble approach, okay? For my sake, please. But honestly, that was one of the goals with the channel. Like, that's why I love making the Let's Talk Clen videos, the Talk at Clen videos. I don't know if it's up by the time this podcast is coming out, but I'm going to add another reply room for even my other channels. I love, like, the best videos to make are like the concept times. The concept time is a whole thing in itself, because you know what? I'll start with that. I always talk about how much I wish I could make concept time again. I need to get more on that, because I really do love making those videos. I wish my brain worked like the people who make concept time. It's so cool. Like, I love stories. I love TV shows. Like, I love the world building that people make. And just to take like something like we have with Fortnite right now and come up with your own map concept, your own ideas, skins, even just the artistic aspect of it. I think that's so cool. And I'm not, I always worried a little bit, because, you know, when I say in the concept time all the time where I'm like, oh, that'd be so cool if you guys could come up with me. Like, I'm getting a huge audience. Like, I can take your concept, push it out there. Maybe you can get more followers. I feel like I'm like the only kind of YouTuber that's trying to do that, because it's so cool. Like, the real reason, like, I'm looking at this and I'm looking at people's concepts, like, I'm a fan, you know? That's how I see it. And then I'm like, wow, I need to get more eyes on this. And then this platform that I'm building, and I would love to do this, man. I would love to do this. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, because I wanted to talk about the future plans for the channel. But when it comes for concept time, I would absolutely love it. Hey, Clen, here's a concept. I look at it because I legitimately enjoy looking at them. I love concepts. Throw them out there. Get all these likes from different people, because at this time I'm now 100,000 subscribers, and watching, like, I have like tens of thousands of people always watching my content. That guy who made the concept now has a bigger platform to view their next concepts. That would be so cool to me. That would be so ideal. I love that. And I was getting a little bit ahead of myself, because I wanted to start talking about concept time, but I love making videos where we look at other stuff from other people. Like, I love the Let's Talk Cleanse. I love the Talk at Cleanse. Hearing your opinions. You guys, hey, what do you want me to talk about today? You know? Reply room. That was such a good idea on me. Again, I feel bad. It's the last time I'm going to say it. I don't mean to come off like I'm tooting my own horn, but that was such a good idea, man. It was so good. I ask a question. I hear from you guys. I make it into a video. And I would imagine, like, there's parts of people who just, like, want to help me, which I really appreciate, but I like to think that it's cool for people to also get their opinion out for a YouTube video. Like, hey, this is my idea, and then I build upon it, of course, and reply to it myself. I think that's awesome. It's so cool. And on top of that, live streaming has been the best thing that I started, because I get to talk to you guys in real time. And I always talk about, like, I really mean to be more active in the Discord server, because that's where you guys are all talking, right? A lot of you. I try to respond to every YouTube comment, which is getting tough, man, because I'm very grateful, but I find myself not replying to as many comments as usual because there's so many, and I'm so grateful, right? And I knew I was going to be worried about that, just like with the live streams. We get live streams now where there's like 30 to 50 people, the chat's flying. I'm like, oh my God, I can't read all your comments. But going back to what I was saying, because I got off a little bit off track, live streaming was such a great idea because I'm talking to you guys in real time, and it's so cool to get to know you, man. I feel like I'm breaking that barrier in the content area where it's like, I do consider like a lot of you friends. I do. I hope you would feel the same for me. Of course, it's not a typical friendship. It's like an online relationship, but like it's cool to see like the regular guys coming to the stream where it's like, I'll take just off the top of my head again, like Sizzo, for example. Him and I share the same opinion of like a lot of skin concepts where it's like, I look at, if a new skin leak comes out, I immediately think like, wow, Sizzo would like that. You know what I mean? I'm building a connection with you guys. That's how I feel about it. And that's why I'm really, really enjoying this. Like, it's so, it's really cool to see. It's the people who regularly post concepts like Taboo Dorito, Goldliner, I can't wait to look at their concepts. Taboo hops in on stream. It's good to see you, It's like legitimately like good to see you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I love hearing about your day. Like Banana Boy, for example. And I don't mean apologies if you're left out, but there's a lot of people that come in on the stream and talk. So that's the last one I'm going to do. Like Banana Boy. I love hearing about the update because this dude was so happy that he got a girlfriend. And I'm like, how's that relationship going, man? Like, that's awesome. That's like the best part about making content, dude. I don't understand. Well, okay, I do understand why people stream. And for example, like I just had a stream and I'm going to have another one. Actually, it might be the same day this podcast is coming out. I'm going to stream with Clark, Jojo, and Dagwami. Obviously, my attention's going to be them and I'm not going to read the chat. I get why people do stream and do that. But I don't understand why people even get into streaming without the intention of like talking to a chat. Or I understand I take it a little bit overboard, but like that's the whole point of streaming for me. Why not make videos? I love reading what you guys are writing. I love like not just reading what you guys are writing. I love talking to you, man. And it's so cool when you guys help me make content. That's like the biggest hobby about it. Everybody else helps me make content. Like I want to do another stream where I am playing a duo fill with somebody. You guys tell me like, hey, say this to him. Like you guys help me make the content in that sense. So it's my channel, but like I've had so much help with the channel. It's insane to me. Like I'm really enjoying it, man. I'm really enjoying what's been going on. So there's a lot that I do want to talk about with this podcast style, coffee break. How do people do solo podcasts, by the way, and like get away with drinking? Because I'm just having that awkward pause right now. You might even hear me be able to swallow. 10 p.m. at night, drinking coffee. Got my girl's Christmas mug again. So I guess I'll start with the future plans of the channel, right? Because this can go in a lot of directions. YouTube, and it's important to note, no matter what, because I see success. I see success in my future. I see myself actually doing this full time one day. I do. We're seeing that much growth. We're seeing that community being built up. I believe I will be doing this full time one day, and it will be a huge monetary gain for me. But this will forever be a hobby first. If the day comes where I do not enjoy doing this anymore, I would be shocked. I literally don't see that in the future. I don't. I'm enjoying this too much. But the thing is, like, I just enjoy life too much. I always tell my girl, and she's like, she like doesn't get mad at me or anything, but like, she's like, oh, she rolls her eyes at me because I go, I'm the happiest guy in the world. Like, if we're just talking or something, and she's like, oh, sorry if this inconveniences you, like, you know what I mean? You get the point. If something comes up where I'm like, hey, you married the happiest guy in the world. That's when that comes up, and then she's like, oh yeah, like as if you're the happiest guy in the world. I know you're happy, but she doesn't believe it. Like, I believe I'm the happiest person in the world, no matter what I do. And I always point to like, I enjoy the drive to work in the morning. I am like so grateful to just be on this earth and live life and like be healthy. And that's why like I really, really want to eat better, which it's not like I have a poor diet or anything. It's just, I really, really want to like, that's another thing I want to do. Really off topic, but I want to really read and study about Japanese culture because those people live till they're 100, man. And I want to do that too. And they're so healthy. Like, and over here in the West, like nobody's healthy, I'm overweight. I need to fix that, but I think that's just because I got a job now where I'm sitting around and now I'm spending more time sitting around on YouTube. But conversation for another time. I just go through life so happy, man. If you're healthy, if you have 2 legs, you can walk. There's no reason to not enjoy life. You can make happiness out of anything. So, point is, I'm enjoying this entire process. And YouTube will forever be a hobby to me because I'm here sitting here. I love talking about Fortnite. I love making videos. This is stuff that I'd be talking about my day. And plus, I get to talk to so many new people. And again, I look at, I really do view everybody as friends. And I hope you guys would, reciprocate that feeling. Of course, not all of you. I'm talking about the people who are constantly coming back to the channel, the people who I'm talking to in live streams, stuff like that. It's insane to me. So the whole point in saying that was YouTube will forever be a hobby to me. But I also see it just be turning straight up into a business. But hobby first. I just want you to guys know, no matter what happens, hobby first. I'm going to enjoy what I do. I'm not going to sacrifice my well-being. I'm not going to sacrifice, I'm not going to turn this into, whoa, clickbaity videos, you know what I mean? Of course, there's clickbait in the thumbnails. This thumbnail clickbaited you. My guy already gave me the thumbnail for it. But you get the point. I'm not going to just, make the kid-friendly, in-your-face content, you know? I'm not going to do that stuff. That's important to know. But I wholeheartedly see myself doing this full-time. Right now, I'm not making nearly enough money. Not nearly enough money where I could even work a couple paychecks, you know? So I need to keep my job, obviously. But if I ever make enough money here, I would definitely be streaming every day, or at least almost every day. I probably, 5 days a week, probably 6 days maybe. And then just imagine playing Fortnite all the time together, reacting to videos together. And I don't just want to stream on this channel. I want to stream about UFC because the whole thing is my focus will forever be on this Clen channel and the Clenbat channel, which is UFC, Fortnite, gaming, and the UFC and MMA martial arts. Those are my 2 main hobbies in life, and that's something that I will continue to talk about. I would love to really get the Clennecting channel going, which is all about self-improvement, which I just started, by the way. You should go check it out. But there's so much that you can't talk about when it comes to self-improvement because I'll even say this, I just criticize myself for being overweight. You can't do that anymore. What am I supposed to do on the Clenecting channel? I can't just go, hey, guys, we all need to lose some weight. How about we eat better? You can't say that. YouTube will get rid of those videos. So I'm trying to look at a different avenue when it comes to getting into that. The point in mentioning that was I would love to make content on that channel just as much as I do because as I've gone through life, I feel like I've gained a certain amount of wisdom. I really do. My mom just made me so smart. I'm not talking about book smart. I'm talking life smart. I'm I could give you any relationship advice. I could help you with just life decisions, stuff like that. Even just how to live with a girl, stuff like that. Just life advice. I feel like I'd be really good at. So I'd love to get into Let's Talk Clen, Talk at Clen with all that stuff. And I want to get every channel going, man. The only ones that I really can't see is the ClenTellect channel where we do trivia games. I definitely won't be doing that one nearly as much. It's just another channel that's there. I like learning about stuff, so you know what? Why not have some fun facts there? Just getting. I mean, I'll be scrolling through TikTok and getting some fun fact videos anytime. So why not make it into a YouTube channel? That's kind of where I was sitting with that. Excuse me. That didn't go down right. Please let me know for these podcasts if you don't want me to go off on these tangents. But I feel like this is the podcast style, real time. We're chilling. And my puppy started snoring. It's the podcast environment. Maybe I should get a studio one day, which would be awesome, by the way. So, the goals of the channel. The goals with the channel is to grow every single channel, with Clen and Clenbat being the main 2 channels. I only have plans for one more channel after that, and that won't be till way down the road, honestly, because it won't be until I have enough money where, first of all, I can live comfortably. Secondly, where I need to reinvest into actual huge studio pieces because my brother, Nick, and I on the channel, which would be Josh and Nick, Victory Diddy, we would love to dive into Impractical Jokers content. And with everybody around me on the channel, my core friend groups, oh man, would we be good at that. If you guys ever watch Impractical Jokers, it's I'll sum it up really quickly in case you haven't watched it. It's where you set up cameras in a mall or something, and you each take turns, right? You have a little bit of you have an earpiece in which isn't visible. It's one of those invisible earpieces. You go around, and it's not like the prank channels where it's just going up and ruining someone's day. You go up, and it's hey, just ask them a question twice, or just whatever they say in your ear, you have to say to the person. Kind of like what we did with the streams, to be honest. That's why I enjoyed doing it so much. Or they get jobs working at Subway, and they're like, okay, just punch the sandwich. And then it's just get the reaction of the person, but it's like harmless stuff, right? I would love to get into that content. I would love to do that. We would be so good at it. We would be so viral. So the plan is, once we get enough money from all of this, reinvest it back in, and I would like make it professional too. Like I'm not like filming on the phone or anything like that, like professional. Josh and I are absolutely going to do that. And Nick said he would do it with us too. And just I could bring in everybody. Like that would be so fun, man. Then we could have special guests from the channel. Like, oh my, whoo, man. Oh boy. Getting ahead of myself here. But that's the goal. That's the goal. Like I want to get into that as well. But of course, it will forever be this. Okay. And I would love to get in. It's such a, I know I said I wouldn't say this anymore, but I don't want to come off like, oh, look at Kyle. He just wants to do the right thing. Oh, he's pandering, you know? But I have so much respect for what Mr. Beast is doing. The guy makes money from YouTube and he invests back in other people and tries to change their lives. I would love to do that. I don't expect to be the biggest YouTuber ever like Mr. Beast, obviously. But I do expect to make a significant amount of money from this, and it would be so cool to just like change lives, and not like change lives like, well, you're getting $10,000, but like go around and like give people thousands of dollars, you know what I mean, or $100. Just make somebody's day. Maybe somebody's struggling. I would love to do that. Most importantly, I would love to help the people around here. I've talked about it forever, and this is another thing with the YouTube membership is right now, obviously with the membership, I'm not making nearly enough where I'm barely profiting, where I'm just investing it back and giving away something in the item shop, which is fun. Don't get me wrong. But like once we get to a point with these memberships, and I have membership on the Clenbat channel too, which I mean, like it's different from here. I'm not like nearly as personal. The membership on the Clenbat channel is, hey, you pay, you get what bets I'm making, and then I make you money in turn. So I'm keeping your money. That's kind of like how I'm looking at the Clenbat channel one. But for this one, and I've expressed this, if you sign up for the membership, you might see the YouTube post. I don't know if it comes up automatically or if you have to look for it. Is I want to one day turn this membership and thing like, and I've come up with the idea so often where it's like, how cool would it be to just give away one giant item shop to somebody? You know, just shoot it over their way. That'd be so much fun, man. I would love to do that. But honestly, I would love to just like slice off like 50%, 25% of it and just give it to somebody. Somebody subscribed. Hey, thank you for helping up the channel. Thanks for always being here. And like actually just give them money. That'd be so, I would love to do that. Like, I can't help it, guys. I can't help it. I hope I didn't promise that I wouldn't say it. But like, I'm a good person. I want to give back to people, you know? I would love to do that. Plus, I would love to do some like, I don't know if I could even set this up, but I'm sure you could set it up with like a third party. Not do a charity stream, but do a charity stream in a sense where it's like, hey guys, and let's say like we have 50K subs or something like that, right? There's a lot of people watching the channel consistently. Hey guys, today I'm going to be doing a stream right now. Any super chat that you give will go to Kristen because she wants to get a PC. That'd be sick. I would love to do that. Or just find somebody like in my area or somebody like, but then you have the problem like, because if I were to post something like Discord server, hey, I'm looking to do a charity stream. Who wants to get money? Because then people would probably make up fake stories, right? So you'd have to like have some wiggle room there. But regardless, like I want to take the channel and also do something good with it. Like I want to get this channel so successful to the point where I can do the Mr. Beast thing. Where I can do like, okay, hey, we're going to play Fortnite only up. The first one to get to the top is going to get $5,000. How sick would that be? And it's not, and I wouldn't come from a place where, hey, look at me. I'm so rich. Here's your money. Like it'd be cool. Like you make a fun game out of it. You make a fun stream. And at the same time, what, like you have $5,000. Like what could you do with that money? Like if you're struggling on rent or anything, I would love to do that. And again, I'm having such a hard time talking about this because to be honest with you, if I was watching someone say the stuff that I'm saying right now, I'd be like, oh yeah, okay, idiot, you know, because I wouldn't believe him. But honestly, guys, you're going to have to take my word. You just are. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm being completely real with you right now. That's the ultimate goal of the YouTube channel. But the other ultimate goal is I want to make enough money where, and this is something that I was struggling with a long time ago, is I want to make enough money where I can retire my wife and my mom. My mom's working. She's working so hard. Somebody who was so involved in developing me into the person that I am and responsible for my happiness is my mom, and she's still working. I would love to retire, move her out of her neighborhood. She's not happy with where she's living right now. It's right next to a highway. It's like it's a safe area and everything, but how cool would it be? Give back to your mom and your dad. My dad's retired. Very long story on that is my dad's retired. He worked my entire life. My mom was a stay-at-home mom, and my mom has a jewelry business on the side. So she's still working, but like they're relatively retired. You know what I mean? I'd love to do that. I would love for my girl to wake up and like just be treated like a queen, man. I love her with all my heart, and it sucks that she's pregnant right now and she's going to work. Do you know how like much her body's working overtime right now? My heart breaks for her. And she's such a trooper, man. She puts a smile on her face and she gives me a kiss, and she's a happy girl, you know? But I can't imagine her getting up, like body working overtime. She's literally creating a life. She's giving me my own blood daughter out of nowhere. And we live in a world where they have to go to work now. It's crazy to me. And I'm not going off on a tangent where it's like, oh, women shouldn't work. I'm just saying like, this is what she was meant to do, and there's a reason why she's tired. There's a reason why she's sleeping. There's a reason why she's so weak right now is because her body's working overtime because she's literally building a human being. I would love for the opportunity to, because I want to keep pumping out the kids. I want my bloodline to keep going. I want a lot of spawns. So I would love for even the next one, like all it takes is one viral video, man. I would love for the next one for her to just not even have to worry. Just, she can lay in bed and watch TV, you know? I would absolutely love that. And to be honest, she's make her a stay-at-home mom. Oh, my girl is such a fantastic cook. I could just imagine it. But I promise I'm not being selfish in that sense. But it'd be so cool, like, and to just sit back and be home. Like, I'm one of those people, and I've always been conflicted of this. The 9 to 5, you know how there's a big debate going on with the new generation? It's like, oh my God, the 9 to 5 isn't good. The 5-day work week is not good. It's too much. We weren't meant to do this. I understand the backlash to that where it's like, hey, it's real life. Grow up. Get to work. You know what I mean? I would agree with that if it was like my parents' generation in the sense where if one person could go and do a 9 to 5 job, come home and live a comfortable life with like upper middle class at the very least and have like a little bit extra money to spend on like Christmas and stuff, I'd be all over that. I'd be like, hey, man up, get to work. But now we're sitting here, my girl and I both have to work. I'm doing so much voiceover work on Fiverr, and I'm making money from 2 YouTube channels. And I'm still like, oh, I need to make sure I make rent. It's not like I'm broke or anything, but it's like, hey, I need to make sure I make rent this month, you know? That's no way to live. So we'd have to be gone working overtime for so long. And my wife, too. My wife who's building a human has to go and work. So I don't agree with the 9 to 5 anymore. I don't. Especially like up north, guys, you like, I have to be careful with what I'm saying. Up north, I'm not even going to say the word. It's so bad where we are, and the whole world like kind of points to us like, oh, it must be nice over there, you know? Take the, so you know where I am on the map? One below, there's another country, right? You know how that country's kind of in shambles? Multiply that by like 3. And you have where I am, okay? Nobody, like, it's crazy. Everybody's working for no money. Like, everything's expensive. If I want to go to McDonald's, for me, I'm walking out with a $35 order. You know, like, our dollar means nothing, where the Fortnite crew is over $20 for me. You know, my point with that is, I've struggled for a little while in the sense where I've always wanted to provide like the queen lifestyle for my wife because she deserves it. She's like the best thing that ever happened to me. And she's quite frankly amazing. She improved my life in every single way. She is such a good girl. Like I don't know what I would do without her. I want to retire her. I want her to wake up and do what she wants. I want to just be home working. Like work on some YouTube videos. There's no travel with work. There's no travel. I'm here. We can love each other. I would love if YouTube was so successful where I could turn off the stream. I could stream for a few hours, maybe do like a 6-hour day, turn it off, spend the rest of the time with my wife. I would love it, man. That'd be so cool. And now I have an opportunity to do that. And that's the whole point of me bringing that up. There's an opportunity to do that with YouTube. And I don't think I've actually thanked you guys, by the way. I know there's a lot of you that like actually just watch my ads to support me. I really appreciate that. And I'm nothing against you if you don't. I bought YouTube Premium because I'm sick of the ads, so I get it. So I really appreciate like so much more than you know, everybody who is taking time out of their day not only to watch the streams but to like watch the ads, of my videos, to actually donate. That's crazy. Super chats, like you guys have no idea how much that helps and how much how bad it is up north. So even like a $2 super chat, like that means the world to me. And the fact that you took your hard-earned money and wanted to donate it to this channel, it's unbelievable to me. I will forever be thankful. Like everybody who's a member, that's crazy. Jam has gifted so many members. Tiny has gifted so many members. Guys, I will never forget that. I'm eternally grateful for everybody who is just constantly supporting the channel. So the point is, I see a lot of success with this. I do. It's really exciting, man. Really, really exciting. Other than that, man, like the content, it's been fun to make. It'll forever be a hobby. Another thing I wanted to talk about was collaborations. It's crazy to me that we're getting into the point where I'm starting to collab with people. Like I'm collabing with Dagwami, 1 million subscribers over there. It's crazy to me. Crazy, man. And also, like speaking of collaborations, the podcast I'm doing with PBJ, I'm getting a lot of nice comments on that. Like I love making the content with PBJ. I just love talking to the microphone. I love that you guys listen to me and then give your opinion back to me on like what I was saying. It's a lot of fun. Excuse me. Been talking for a while. But another thing that's really helping out the channel, and I owe it completely to Clark Clint. That dude has boosted, like it's not like some drastic change on the channel, but I've seen more traction coming from him because just out of the goodness of his heart. And he's always talked about, and I never realized this, and I mentioned this in a Let's Talk Clen video that just came out, where he made a video, and the name is escaping me again at the moment, where he talked about how YouTubers, and specifically Fortnite YouTubers, don't collab with each other anymore. That's something that really captured the OG feeling, right? Nobody does that anymore. And then actually the suggestion that he is like, there's no reason why Nick 830 can't collaborate with Clen. All of these old moments, like from Ninja, Cypher, Tim the Tapman, Courage, all those guys playing, like those moments live on eternally on YouTube, and everybody's in their own corner in the bubble on the internet. I never realized that. And Clark is spearheading that whole thing where we're all starting to meet each other now. And not only that, I'm being introduced myself to new content. I can't imagine the people who aren't as involved in Fortnite are being introduced to new content. I'm making new friends here. So it's crazy to me how many people I'm talking to now. I'm making new friends with you guys on the channel. I'm making new friends in like big content creators, and we're collabing with each other. We're having fun. The audience is having fun. It's a really cool thing, and I really, really love what Clark's doing. I wholeheartedly believe that man has nothing but success in his future, and I can't wait to see what he does. Other than that, guys, maybe I wasn't going to reach now. How long we've been going for? We've been going for about 35 minutes. I don't think there's anything else that I really wanted to talk about for the Clencast today. Yeah, I talk about the other channels. Clen Reacts, that's pretty self-explanatory. We have the reaction channel there. I'm going to kick my own butt so hard if there's something that I really wanted to get across here. The whole point, guys, really is I'm not stopping YouTube anytime soon. I'm going to be doing this for a decade at least. It will forever be a hobby to me. And the goal is to not only retire my family, retire my wife. Well, obviously, I would like to get a new house too. But I would love to turn this into a thing that really, really helps people. As fake as you might think I sound, because if I was watching me right now, I would think I'm being so fake with you, but I don't know how to convince you otherwise. I hope you believe me. I really do, man, because otherwise I'm just going to sound like a big jerk. I would love to turn this into a thing that helps people. Just randomly too. Like, what if I just picked like somebody from the comment section where it's like, hey, you need some help? What's going on with your life? Or if you play duos with somebody, like we have it like playing with stream viewers, and just every once in a while, where it's like, hey, how you doing today, Jam? What's going on? You know what I mean? Then he's like going on about like maybe, oh, I've been working hard to make rent. I don't know. Just off the top of my head, I don't even know. Like, I believe now that I say that, Jam actually has rent. It could be wrong. Besides the point. Just, hey, why don't I help you out today? But then I have the issue of like sounding like that jerk again, where it's like, oh, look at me giving to you. Regardless, that's what I want to do. I want to just make people's days. I want to make people happy. I want to give back to everybody who's like helping me on the come up right now. I want to share this platform with people like in the concepts. Oh my God, guys. The concepts. I would love to do that one day. Like if I get like millions of subscribers on this channel, hundreds of thousands of people watching, just ship those people over. The people who like the concepts, never heard about this guy until they contacted me, And then all of a sudden this person now has a platform. That's so cool. That's so cool. Creative 2.0, I want to start playing other people's maps. I still want to do that at concept time where it's like, hey, we play other people's creative maps. Maybe get that some shine. The future's endless, man. The future's endless. I am going to be here making content. I wholeheartedly believe I will cement myself in YouTube history somehow. Whether it's Clenversations, talking about things that are trending that has potential there. Clennecting, if you want to go take a look at any self-improvement thing, I will be uploading there. YouTube advice, whatever it may be. And if you guys ever want to hear me, if you ever have any suggestions for something to make in Clennecting channel, please let me know. Clenema, been talking about movies and TV, It's been a blast, man. It's been such a blast. I'm having so much fun right now. I've been having more and more fun as the content continues. And I can't wait for the future. Because I wholeheartedly believe I will succeed. Now I see a world where I can actually accomplish my goal of retiring my wife. That's better than anything, man. That is so much better than anything. Again, I'm going to kick my butt if there's something that I wanted to talk about today and I didn't get into it. I think I'm going to call the podcast for that today. How long have we been going? About 40 minutes? I think it was a good podcast. Oh, another thing. Oh, got it. Something that I wanted to talk about. Another goal that I have for the channel, super random. I want to be a comfort channel for people. Now that I've been pushing out like long form videos, lots of streams to go for. I even have a playlist on the channel called Videos That Will Always Be Relevant. It includes live streams, videos, whatever it may be. Videos that will always be relevant. I want to be a comfort channel. I want to be that channel that you put on the background while you're working. I want to be that channel if you're doing the dishes, you put on in the background. I want to be that channel where you're going to bed and you need something like nice to listen to. I was so thankful, man, because what's crazy is back in the day, I know some of you know this, is iTalk actually knew who I was, and I've watched iTalk for so many years. This dude knew who I was, which is insane to me. A guy with 1 million subscribers, and I'm over here with my nice 10K, which I'm eternally grateful for. But I mean, like, it just doesn't compare. You know what I mean? I would never think that iTalk was watching me. And I mentioned to iTalk iTalk was watching my content because I mentioned that sometimes when I go to sleep, which I don't do anymore because I live with my wife because she doesn't like listening to people talking. I understand, to be honest with you. So we fall asleep to TV shows now. But what I would do is I would take like a couple of my MMA YouTubers that I really like, and iTalk was definitely in that mix. Take like an hour-long video and, hey, here's rating every skin, where it's just like a comfort channel. It's just laid back, easy, plus iTalk, to be honest with you, has a soothing voice. And I fall asleep to it because it's a comfort channel. And then I was so afraid when I mentioned that because that I don't want it to come off like your content is so boring that I fall asleep. I understand that can come off, but it's a comfort channel. But iTalk took that the perfect way. And I'm like, dude, thank you. And I actually had the privilege of speaking to him through like a comment section, or I don't remember if it was a super chat or whatever, or if he came into the stream, that's what it was. He came into one of the streams and I was talking to him. And I was like, dude, I'm so happy that you took that the way that I meant it. Because he was actually touched, because I'd be touched if someone did that for me. I want to be that channel. I want to upload way more long form content like the Clencast here, the podcast, the PBJ, whatever it might be. I'm a commentary channel. No matter what the channel is, I want to upload more long form content like this. Plus, I've been getting so much nice feedback, and the analytics kind of show that people like it. They've been watching it for a very long time, which is very nice to see. The podcast, people have been watching all the way through, which is insane to me. So thank you so much to everybody who's being here. The fact that you're taking this time out of your day, even if it's just in the background, the fact that you're choosing me to put on, I really appreciate that. I really do. Every single person, like I can't, even just one person. That's another thing about YouTube. I'm going to go off, it's podcast style. I've talked to other YouTubers before, and they get so butthurt when it's like, oh, I had 1 viewer. I had 3 viewers. I don't care. Like, there's 10,000 people that are subscribed to this channel. If one of you are watching my live stream, if one of you are playing my videos right now, I am so touched by that. You took time out of your precious day to choose me. You wanted to listen to my channel. You wanted to listen to what I had to say and what I'm talking about. You thought I was that comfort channel. That pisses me off about YouTubers, man. That really pisses me off. And especially the people who look at everybody just as numbers. It's different if it's saying like, okay, well, you know what? Hey, guys, we have 80 of you guys in this stream today. Hello, everybody. Obviously, you can't like acknowledge everybody, but I was just asked in a stream today at the time of recording this video that, hey, what are you going to do for 10,000 subscribers? It's like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't look at you guys' numbers. I'm grateful for every single one singular person that comes here and watches the content. You're not a number to me. Like, that's how I'm looking at it. But that's different from what I was talking about. Like, what pisses me off, and that, just to be honest with you, the people who celebrate 10,000 subscribers and all that, milestones, different. I understand the milestone thing. It's just a little weird to me. It'd be different if we hit like 50,000 subscribers and it's like, wow, we have 50,000 people on the channel. That's crazy. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. It's just a weird thing in my own brain that I have an issue with. But the thing that actually pisses me off is, why would you not be so grateful that one person tried to just click on your video and watch you? And then these people have the audacity to sit there and complain during the stream. Unbelievable. Disgusting. Oh, yeah, I don't know what's going on. We got one viewer in here, and that person's taking time out of their day to chat to you. I just see that so differently. I think it goes on to just me being a happy guy in general, where I'm like, hey, thank you so much for coming. Like, it's blows my mind, some people, man. It blows my mind how some people behave. It blows my mind how some people act. I think I'm a different YouTuber. I think I do, because again, I'm doing this as a hobby first. I really am. And it's what's interesting too is I was going to mention just now, I'm doing this as a hobby. It's a commentary style channel, so I have the potential to be that comfort channel. And that's, I don't know if I finished saying that. I'm going all over the place now. I want to be that comfort channel that you tune into, because I'm going to be making long form content. Mr. Beast, actually, because obviously, why would you not listen to something that Mr. Beast has to say, right? He is the YouTube GOAT. If Mr. Beast says something about YouTube, you listen to it. He said that the future is, as of right now, it seems to be that like the long form commentary style channels. And I'm like, I was listening to that. I was like, let's go. That's me, baby. But to be honest with you, like, I never had any fancy editing. Very rarely. I have all this, like, these types of videos, but I just like talking to you guys. That's the whole point of the channel. It's commentary. It's fun, you know? That's what I like about it. And then I get the replies. The comments make my day. Just somebody, like, talking about the thing that I was talking about in the video. I was like, hey, you want to talk about this today? And people like talking about it. I'm grateful for, the point is, I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful for the point I'm at. I'm grateful that even one person wants to tune into the stream. It's crazy to me when I end these streams. As of right now, I like typically average around 20 viewers. I end a stream and I'm like, 20 people. Each and every one of you have something different going on in your day, and you took some time to come say hi to me. It means a lot. It means a lot to me. And that's why I want to get the channel so big, is because I would love to give back to people like you guys. You mark my words. I will be doing that. I will be giving back to you somehow, some way. Once this channel gets big, once I have enough money where I can have the spending money for it, you have my word. I will not forget you. I think that's a good spot to end it. I will never forget you. I'm eternally grateful. I can't express it to you. You'd have to be in my brain. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wish I could share it with you, my thoughts, but there's no way I really can, right? You'll have to take my word for it again, guys. That's going to do for the podcast, though. I hope you guys enjoyed, because I enjoyed talking. Thank you so much for watching this podcast, everybody. If you are new here and you enjoy the content, please consider hitting the like button, help the channel a ton, and subscribe if you are brand new. On the screen right now, you will have 2 videos, 3 videos. I don't know what it is. I don't know how big my face cam is going to be. Regardless, there's going to be some videos. You can check it out either there, or I will see you in the next video that I upload, guys. Take care, everybody.